What's up, YouTube? It's Chris with C-Dub Sports Cards, and we are back today with some more baseball cards to open up. But before we do that, I would like to give some shout-outs. These are some smaller channels that I watch, all under 100 subscribers, that I'm sure, like me when I was under 100 subscribers, are really trying to reach that 100 subscriber mark. So I would really appreciate it if you went and checked these channels out. Lazy Ass _ Rips, Bearded Ball Card Fanatic, CNY Sports Card, Team Smith's Rips, and Baseball Cards with Jay-Z. These are all people that I watch, pretty much every time they post a new video. Baseball Cards with Jay-Z, I've recently subscribed, so I have to catch up with some of his stuff. But these are all people that I enjoy watching. Some of them rip baseball. Some of them rip a little bit of everything like me. Some are budget rippers. Some go a little bit higher. But they're all, new fledgling sports card channels that would really enjoy new subscribers. And so if you guys could go over there and give them a look-see, check them out, give them a subscription, write them a comment. They all like to interact. They're all very talkative. And that's part of the reason I enjoy their channels is they interact with their community like I do. I think that's what a good channel needs to do to grow. You need to have a repertoire with your community. But anyway, what are we opening today? Today, I bought some 2025 hobby packs. I bought them off eBay. Everyone says don't buy loose hobby packs off eBay. You never know. The hits could have been pulled. And, the hit could have been pulled. That's very true. But you don't know about inserts and parallels. There's no way to find out if those were inside. And it's no different to me than if you go to the hobby store and pull cards out of an open box. Unless you saw the box opened in front of you, you don't know what's been pulled already out of that box. So I don't really think it's that big of a risk. It might be a risk if you were buying like 100 packs, but like 8 packs, not even half the box, like a third of the box. I don't think there's too big of a risk. We've done really well with Series 2 this year. Way better than I could have expected. We've got a golden mirror. I've never pulled a golden mirror before of Josh Lowe. We have an SP rookie of Matt Shaw. And then we have the backwards K Nolan Ryan, which is an absolute banger of a card. It's like 1 in 3,000 hanger packs. 1 in 10,000, these kind of packs. Just an incredible pull. And I've done like each of those out of a different format. The golden mirror was a mega box, the K was a hanger, and that was a fat pack. So I've done pretty well with every format that I've touched except for blasters. I only opened 2 blasters, but I wasn't much in the blasters. So I thought today I'd try some hobby packs. I paid $4 a pack, so about $32 for these. I think it was actually like $35 after delivery, but it's like $4 and some change per pack. I figure that's a pretty good deal. I see them going for probably about 120 range on eBay. If that's what they were charging at the hobby shop, they'd have to charge like $7.50 a pack, $8 a pack. So I got these, I feel, almost half price. So we're going to check them out. We'll see if hobby treats me as well as the other formats. It probably won't, but you never know. Let's check it out. Topps Series 2 Hobby. Tobias Myers, future star, Shane Bieber, Lucas Ursig, Juan Soto, Kirby Yates, Brandon Eisert, rookie, Christian Walker, Jesse Winker, Kyle Manzardo, future stars, Chris Bryant, summer superstars, Trout, and a Kikuchi. I mean, this is kind of the problem with hobby packs. Was that any different than a blaster pack? I mean, okay, there was more cards in it or whatever, but it wasn't anything special. Like, I really feel they need to do a better job loading hobby up, and they haven't been doing that lately. And that's why I don't really feel the need to, buy hobby boxes. I don't really see much value when I see hobby done. The value seems to be in jumbos, and of course they charge you, twice as much for jumbos. Stone Garrett, Gustavo Campero, rookie, Pavin Smith, Joey Bart, Jack Neely, rookie. Gordon Graceffo, rookie. Brian McMahon. Isaiah Keener-Falafa. Well, okay. I talked some trash, and there we go. So the mem wasn't even pulled out of it. Alec Baum, all-star mem with a pinstripe. Okay. Didn't see that coming. So yeah, everyone says, oh, the hit's probably been pulled. Well, in this box, obviously he just grabbed 8 random packs and the hit wasn't pulled. Because there it is. Not numbered, but game used with a pinstripe. Phillies, Alec Baum. I don't believe he was an all-star this year, but he's having a, classic Alec Baum type of year. He's hitting like 280. He's got like, a dozen homers and 60 RBIs. He's a very productive player. Okay. Alec Baum, the all-star relic. Game used with a pinstripe. Not bad. Kyle Isabel, Brendan Donovan, Troy Taylor, rookie, Alec Thomas, Landon Knack, Kiter Montero, rookie, Nolan Jones, Brian Reynolds, Brandon Woodruff, Jose Tena, something turned around, Spencer Bivens, rookie, on the rainbow foil, I guess, and Yariel Rodriguez. I mean, it's a rookie parallel. What I'm hoping to pull out of these packs, the one thing I haven't pulled this year out of Topps is numbered cards minus golds. I would like to find a numbered card that is not a gold. I don't feel that's asking for too much out of 8 packs, but we'll see. Yeah, hopefully. Isaac Collins, rookie. Matt McClain, Gleyber Torres, Kumar Rocker, rookie. Yairo Irarte, rookie. Ben Joyce, Kyle Isabel, Brendan Donovan, George Kirby, Duke Ellis, rookie. He looks really young. Trevor Story, Zach Geloff. God, what a base pack that was. It didn't even have an insert in it. That's what I mean. Like, they have to juice up hobby packs a little bit. Like, they got to put an insert in every pack or something. Like, you shouldn't get a pack without some type of parallel or insert in a hobby pack. You really shouldn't. That should be like for mega boxes and blaster boxes. Like, there's a reason why I pay you more for these packs. And what's the reason? You got to give me more. Adam Kloffenstein, rookie. Austin Wells. Chas McCormick. Luke Raley. Michael Kopech. Johnny DeLuca. Did he catch it? He looks like he's gonna. Walter Pennington, rookie. Bailey Falter. Zach Penrod, Graham Ashcraft, Ted Williams on the 90s. That's actually pretty cool. I don't think that's a photo, though. It looks like an artist rendering. And Kyle Tucker. All right, 3 packs left. I mean, I know we got the relic, and that's great, but so far I'm not very impressed. This feels like mega box packs. They all say hobby in the corner, but I'm not seeing much difference. And that's kind of sad. Austin Barnes, Jonathan Arandia. That's the guy that I think was an all-star this year. Jonathan Arandia, yeah, first baseman. He did hit 25 homers in the minors. He was the guy that was in the home run derby at the end of the game and didn't hit any homers to extend the game. Yeah. Tomoyuki Seguno, rookie. Yairo Irarte, rookie. Ben Joyce, Kyle Isabel. We keep getting this Kyle Isabel, Brendan Donovan combo. That's like the 3rd time we've seen them. New York Mets team card, Blaze Alexander, Mookie Betts, 90 on the rise, and White Sox. Yeah. No numbered card. This is kind of disappointing. Just a relic. And these literally feel like blaster packs. This is why I don't buy hobby boxes of new products. I don't see any value here. If you bought a hobby box of this and this is what your packs look like, and then you opened up a blaster box the next week and the packs cost, a 1/3 of the price, but they look exactly the same. There's no benefit to this. David Fry, Landon Knack, Kiter Montero, Nolan Jones. We've seen that run a couple times too. Spencer Arrighetti, George Kirby, Duke Ellis. Yeah, now we're getting dupes. Josh Lowe, Roki. There's a Roki rookie. That's something. Andujar, Bo Jackson on the 90. I mean, I guess that's a cool 90. Doral Hernandez. No numbered card out of 8 packs. So I don't know, like if you guys open up a hobby box of this, how many numbered cards do you get in a hobby box? Because we're getting none out of 8 packs. Like I said, oops, sorry. And like I said, that's like a third of the box. Oh, God. Kiter Montero again. Nolan Jones again. Brian Reynolds. What is with this correlation? I mean, it's not their fault, but we're getting the same one. I figured these came out of the same box. Maybe there was hundreds of them and he grabbed 8. I don't know. We keep getting the same cards, though. Jairo Ararte, Juan Soto, Luis Angel Acuna, Kirby Yates. We did get a gold. We did get something numbered, but another gold. I keep getting gold. I can't get anything lower. Max Muncy, Luis Arise. I mean, I guess it's a rise. That's not terrible. There's Bohm on the regular 90, not an all-star 90, and Bo Bichette. So, yeah, I was actually kind of disappointed with that. I mean, it was $30, so it was the price of, like, what, 4 fat packs? Something like that? Or, like, a blaster and a fat pack, kind of? Or, like, 2 hangers? I don't know. And I feel like those are better ways to go. Like, I was not impressed with those packs. It was good that we got the mem at least, because if we didn't get the mem, holy smoke, we were going to get killed. Here's what we got. Luis Arise Gold, the 2000... Oops, sorry, Luis. 836 to 2025 on the Luis Arise. I mean, at least it's an all-star caliber player. But, you know, high numbering. Luis Angel Acuna, base rookie. Bo Jackson on the 90 all-star. Sasaki, base rookie. 90 all-star Ted Williams, which, like I said, is just like a weird art rendering. Kumar Rocker rookie. Spencer Bivens on our rainbow foil rookie. Like, that was our only rainbow foil. Our only summer superstar was Mike Trout. At least it was Trout. And Alec Bohm on the all-star relic. So, yeah, don't forget to check these guys out. Lazy Ass Rips, Bearded Ball Card Fanatic, CNY Sports Cards, Team Smith Rips, Baseball Cards with Jay-Z, all smaller channels, but are all really cool dudes that, you know, they're just living the dream just like me, just sharing their rips, you know, with the world, you know, trying to create a community. And, you know, if you guys haven't checked them out, please give them all a chance and check them all out. I appreciate you all. You guys all have yourself a great night. Don't forget to like and subscribe here if you haven't already. Leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. I appreciate you all. You guys all have a great night, and I'll see you next time.